Imagine a vast, endless room filled with glowing paths, each leading to a different life. Every step represents a choice: wealth, love, heartbreak, adventure, or loss. The air hums with the energy of possibilities, and each path holds lessons, joys, and sorrows. In the center of this room stands a soul, calm yet eager. This soul examines every path with care, understanding that every twist and turn will shape its growth. This soul is not a stranger, it is the very essence of who you are now. Long before entering this world, the soul reviewed countless possibilities, weighing the lessons hidden in every experience. Life wasn't chosen by chance. The soul selected every joy, every tear, every victory, and every setback with a purpose. The soul recognized that growth requires challenge, and wisdom often emerges from hardship. The physical world offers what the soul cannot find in its original, boundless form: contrast. These contrasts encompass light and dark, pleasure and pain, and love and loss. These opposites create the perfect environment for learning and evolving. The process of choosing a life is deliberate. The soul selects a family, knowing they will provide both support and challenges. Some relationships are designed to heal, while others exist to test resilience. The soul chooses friends, lovers, and even rivals, each playing a role in the unfolding story. Every connection serves a purpose, contributing to the lessons the soul seeks. Even the most painful encounters carry meaning, shaping strength, compassion, and understanding. The material world, with its limitations and obstacles, becomes a classroom. The soul, once infinite and unbound, enters a space where time dictates existence, and the body becomes both vessel and challenge. Physical limitations, emotional struggles, and societal pressures serve as tools for growth. The soul embraces these challenges, knowing they are temporary and necessary. Growth comes from overcoming, and each experience adds depth and wisdom. Before birth, the soul also plans key events, moments that will define the journey. These include encounters with significant people, career paths, personal losses, and transformative experiences. Such moments are designed to awaken the soul's purpose, pushing it toward the lessons it must learn. Even when life feels unpredictable, these planned milestones ensure that growth remains the focus. Each event, whether joyous or painful, is a step on the soul's chosen path. However, upon entering the physical world, the soul undergoes a transformation. The veil of forgetting ensures that all pre-birth knowledge fades. This forgetting makes the journey authentic. Without memory of the plan, every decision becomes real, and every emotion is experienced fully. The veil creates a sense of separation from the divine, sparking a longing for something greater. This longing becomes the soul's silent guide, pulling it toward growth and discovery. Despite the forgetting, the soul leaves behind subtle reminders. Instincts, gut feelings, and vivid dreams serve as whispers from the soul's deeper self. Moments of déjà vu, sudden connections with strangers, or unexplained attractions to certain places are clues. These signs gently steer the individual back toward the path chosen before birth. The soul, though hidden beneath layers of human experience, remains connected to its original purpose. The concept of karma plays a vital role in this journey. Karma ensures balance, linking actions to outcomes across lifetimes. It is neither punishment nor reward, but a teacher. Each choice made in previous lives influences the circumstances of the current one. The soul, understanding this law, selects experiences that will balance past actions. Challenges faced now may stem from lessons left unfinished before. Every moment becomes an opportunity to break patterns, heal old wounds, and move closer to completion. Life unfolds like a story, with each chapter revealing new lessons. The soul's mission is not tied to worldly achievements, but to internal growth. Compassion, forgiveness, self-love, and courage become the true measures of success. The soul refines itself through these lessons, inching closer to its divine essence. Every lifetime adds another layer of wisdom, shaping the soul into a more complete and harmonious being. Remember to join our community by subscribing to this channel. The cycle of reincarnation continues until the soul reaches a point of mastery. This mastery is marked by a profound sense of peace, an unwavering love for all beings, and a deep understanding of unity. The soul no longer feels bound by the material world's illusions. It exists in harmony with the divine source, free to choose whether to return or remain in higher realms. This state of liberation is the ultimate goal, the culmination of countless lifetimes of learning and growth. At the beginning of time, around 3000 BCE, the Indus Valley civilization emerged with the earliest records of human beliefs about life, death, and rebirth. The ancient texts of Hinduism, the Vedas, described a cosmic cycle where the soul, Atman, travels through lifetimes, each existence offering lessons essential for spiritual growth. The concept of samsara, the cycle of death and rebirth, became the foundation for countless spiritual traditions. This ancient understanding ties directly into how the choices made by the soul before birth shape one's current life. It's part of a vast cosmic design, emphasizing growth, balance, and resolution of karmic imprints. Karma, first extensively documented around the 5th century BCE in Buddhist and Jain texts, is not punishment but a principle of cause and effect. Every action, thought, and emotion creates an energetic ripple. Positive actions raise a soul's vibrational frequency, bringing favorable opportunities. Negative actions bind the soul to repeating lessons across lifetimes. Failing these lessons means returning, again and again, trapped in a loop that only ends with mastery. In the late 20th century, pioneering research by Dr. Ian Stevenson at the University of Virginia provided a scientific lens to reincarnation. Between the 1960s and 1980s, Dr. Stevenson documented over 3,000 cases of children who claimed to remember past lives. Strikingly, many recounted details of lives they could never have known about, specific locations, events, and identities that were later verified. These findings suggest that memory and consciousness may transcend a single lifetime. Modern studies in quantum physics further fuel this story. The theory of quantum consciousness, proposed by Sir Roger Penrose and Dr. Stuart Hameroff in the 1990s, posits that consciousness may reside at a quantum level within the brain. If proven, the result could mean that consciousness, our essence, could persist beyond death, aligning perfectly with ancient beliefs of reincarnation. The cycle of reincarnation is relentless. Without growth, the soul repeats its lessons over and over. Imagine living 1,000 lives, experiencing heartbreak, betrayal, and loss, only to realize that nothing changes until the lesson is learned. The fear of eternal return becomes a driving force for spiritual evolution. Failure to learn compassion might result in lifetimes filled with loneliness. Ignorance might lead to cycles of suffering. The universe remembers what the soul forgets. As the soul reincarnates, it progresses through different stages. The first incarnations focus on survival and understanding the physical world. Over successive lives, the soul learns complex lessons: courage, forgiveness, self-love, and compassion. These lessons refine the soul, gradually shedding illusions of separateness and material attachment. The soul's ultimate goal is unity, returning to its divine source, free from karmic obligations. This path aligns with Hermetic teachings dating back to 200 BCE, emphasizing that reality is shaped by thought. By aligning thoughts and actions with universal truths, love, truth, and harmony, the soul becomes a conscious co-creator with the divine. Freedom from reincarnation, known as moksha, nirvana, or ascension, comes through spiritual mastery. The path requires recognizing patterns, resolving karmic ties, and achieving detachment. This endeavor isn't about escaping life, but transcending its illusions. A soul free from karmic burdens can choose its next journey, returning as a guide or ascending to higher realms. The interaction between free will and karma creates a dynamic journey. While karma lays out the opportunities and lessons necessary for growth, free will determines how those opportunities are handled. For example, if a person faced betrayal in a previous life, they might encounter trust issues in this lifetime. Karma presents the scenario, but free will decides whether to respond with forgiveness or resentment. Karma provides a framework outlining potential experiences based on previous actions. However, it is free will that dictates whether those experiences become opportunities for growth or cycles of repetition. This balance ensures that no soul is trapped without hope. With the right choices, anyone can break free from karmic cycles. A single act of kindness, forgiveness, or understanding can alter the course of multiple lifetimes. While free will offers the promise of change, it also carries a burden. Failure to learn the lessons presented by karma means repeating them. Imagine living countless lives, encountering the same challenges, making the same mistakes, and feeling the same pain. The fear of being stuck in this endless loop drives the soul to evolve. Each ignored lesson increases the karmic load, making future lives more complex and challenging. The universe continuously offers opportunities for growth, but it does not forget unfinished business. Karmic debt can manifest in many ways: troubled relationships, persistent fears, or recurring obstacles. The only way to break these patterns is through conscious, intentional choices. Free will becomes the key to unlocking karmic chains, turning painful experiences into opportunities for healing and progress. Awareness transforms how free will and karma operate together. When individuals recognize their patterns and take responsibility for their choices, they harness the power to shift their destiny. Intention plays a crucial role here. Actions driven by love, compassion, and integrity generate positive energy, paving the way for lighter karmic paths. Conversely, actions fueled by anger, fear, or selfishness add to karmic burdens. However, free will ensures that even negative choices can lead to growth if lessons are learned. For instance, someone who causes harm but later chooses to make amends transforms negative karma into a powerful lesson of redemption and empathy. Every moment offers a chance to choose wisely. By embracing responsibility for one's actions and aligning decisions with higher values, the soul can gradually free itself from karmic cycles. The path to liberation involves breaking attachments, healing wounds, and choosing love and compassion over fear and resentment. Self-discovery begins when the soul starts recognizing the patterns and beliefs that have defined its experiences. Throughout history, spiritual traditions have emphasized that true knowledge comes from looking inward. Ancient teachings from the Upanishads, 800 to 500 BCE, describe the soul's journey as a path of self-realization, where understanding the self leads to unity with the divine. In Buddhism, Siddhartha Gautama achieved enlightenment under the Bodhi tree after years of introspection, demonstrating that inner peace and freedom arise from deep understanding. Self-discovery is not a single revelation, but a process of peeling back layers. These layers include personal fears, desires, beliefs, and memories that shape identity. The first layer involves recognizing external influences, the expectations of family, society, and culture. The soul learns to distinguish between roles adopted for survival and the authentic self hidden beneath. This realization sparks the first transformation, allowing the soul to break free from limitations. Are you enjoying the story? Support our channel by clicking the subscribe button. The second layer explores internal narratives. These are the stories individuals tell themselves about who they are and what they deserve. Uncovering these stories requires courage, as it often involves confronting pain, rejection, or loss. Yet, it is within this confrontation that healing begins. As these inner wounds are acknowledged and released, the soul reclaims its power, moving closer to its true essence. At the deepest layer lies the soul's connection to the divine. This connection is subtle but constant, manifesting through intuition, dreams, and moments of clarity. As the soul sheds illusions of separation, it begins to recognize its place in the greater cosmic design. The most profound danger in this journey is remaining unaware. A life lived without self-reflection risks being repeated. Without recognizing patterns, the soul remains bound to karmic cycles, reliving the same experiences across lifetimes. This state of spiritual sleep can stretch for countless incarnations. Fear of this stagnation compels the soul to awaken. The risk is not death, but wasted existence, lifetimes spent chasing illusions, missing the deeper truths hidden in every experience. Many souls spend lives distracted by external pursuits, mistaking success, possessions, or relationships for fulfillment. However, these achievements fade, and the soul remains unfulfilled. The fear that life's true purpose might never be realized pushes the soul towards self-inquiry. Awakening begins with the simple yet powerful realization that all answers lie within. Enlightenment is the culmination of self-discovery, a state where the soul transcends illusions and recognizes its divine nature. Achieving enlightenment does not mean escaping life, but embracing it fully without attachment. The enlightened soul lives in harmony with universal truths, acting with compassion, love, and integrity. It experiences the world without being bound by it. The path to enlightenment is unique for each soul, but often involves common practices. Mindfulness and meditation help quiet the mind, allowing deeper truths to emerge. Self-reflection reveals patterns that need healing. Acts of service shift focus from the self to the collective, fostering unity. Each step brings greater clarity, freeing the soul from the burdens of past karma. In spiritual traditions worldwide, enlightened beings serve as guides for others. Figures like Laozi, Rumi, and Jesus embody the principles of enlightenment, demonstrating that inner transformation leads to outer change. Their lives show that enlightenment is not distant or unattainable, but a state accessible through conscious living. The ultimate realization of enlightenment is the understanding that separation is an illusion. Every soul is a fragment of a greater whole, connected, eternal, and divine. Unity consciousness dissolves the barriers between self and other, revealing that all existence is interconnected. In this state, fear disappears, replaced by a profound sense of peace and love. The physical world is built on contrasts. From an early age, humans learn to see themselves as separate from others. Identity is shaped by roles, relationships, and experiences that seem unique. However, beneath these individual experiences lies a shared essence, a common thread linking all beings. The illusion of separation arises because of physical limitations. Time, space, and form create boundaries, making it appear that each person exists independently. This illusion serves a purpose. It allows the soul to explore individuality, to experience life from a specific perspective. Yet, as the soul evolves, it begins to sense the deeper truth. Moments of connection, through love, compassion, or awe, hint at a greater reality where all life is one. Unity is the natural state of the soul, while separation is a temporary lesson. Living in disconnection comes at a cost. When individuals see themselves as separate, fear, greed, and conflict arise. This sense of isolation leads to suffering, not only on a personal level, but across humanity. Wars, inequality, and environmental destruction are all manifestations of the illusion of separation. The belief that actions affect only the self blinds people to the ripple effects those actions have on the whole. The fear lies in remaining trapped in this disconnection. If the soul fails to recognize its unity with all existence, it continues to reincarnate, repeating cycles of division and suffering. The pain of loneliness, the fear of death, and the desire for control are all symptoms of this misunderstanding. Only by embracing unity can the soul break free from these cycles, transcending the limitations of the material world. Achieving oneness is a process of dissolving barriers. This journey requires cultivating awareness of the interconnected nature of all things. Practices such as meditation, mindfulness, and contemplation help quiet the mind, allowing the deeper truth of unity to emerge. These practices dissolve ego-driven thoughts, revealing the shared consciousness that exists beyond individual identity. Compassion is a crucial element in this journey. When the soul understands that others are reflections of itself, empathy arises naturally. Acts of kindness and service become expressions of recognizing the divine in others. This understanding transforms relationships, replacing judgment with acceptance and conflict with harmony. Additionally, nature plays a vital role in revealing unity. Observing the interconnectedness of ecosystems, the cycles of life, and the delicate balance of the planet reminds the soul of its place in a larger web of existence. In these moments, the boundaries between self and world blur, offering glimpses of the oneness that underlies all creation. The ultimate realization in the journey toward unity is the understanding that there is no separation. The soul recognizes that all life shares a common origin and destiny. Unity consciousness means living with the awareness that every thought, word, and action affects the whole. It means recognizing that harm to one is harm to all, and love for one is love for all. If you're enjoying this story, please consider giving a super thanks. By contributing, you're joining a community that delves into history's greatest secrets. In this state, the soul experiences boundless love and peace. Fear disappears because there is no longer a sense of loss. Nothing is truly separate or gone. The soul understands that death is merely a transition, not an end. Life becomes an expression of creativity, joy, and connection, free from the need for control or possession. As the journey of the soul unfolds across lifetimes, it becomes clear that life is more than a series of random events. Each moment, encounter, and challenge is intricately woven into a tapestry designed for growth and transformation. The soul moves through the cycles of existence, learning, unlearning, and relearning what it means to love, forgive, and connect. It confronts pain, discovers joy, and eventually awakens to the truth that everything is interconnected. With each choice, the soul navigates the delicate balance between destiny and freedom. Karma shapes opportunities, but free will determines outcomes. Lessons repeat until they are mastered. And with each incarnation, the soul edges closer to the understanding of unity. This path, though long and winding, is not without purpose. It leads to the ultimate realization. All life is part of a greater whole, and within this oneness lies the key to true liberation. To recognize the lessons, to heal the wounds, and to rise above illusions is to walk the path toward enlightenment. This understanding brings peace, not the peace of an easy life, but the peace that comes from knowing that everything has a purpose. The soul's journey is one of remembering, of returning to the source, and of becoming whole once again. In the silent spaces between your thoughts, the answer may already be there, whispering, waiting, ready to be heard. The story of your soul is still unfolding. How it ends is entirely up to you. Thanks for watching. Join our community by subscribing to this channel. Until the next video.